America is not a racist country.
Ladies and gentlemen, some of you might have heard Mohamed-Noor, his third-degree murder conviction has been overturned. He should never have gone to jail in the first place. You let these white cops out here get away with murder all day and all night. They're just out on the streets, and like someone said, they're like mass murderers out on the street. That's what they are. But this dude, he got to go to jail. He got to be punished and go to jail. Really? He should never have been in there in the first place. If you're going to let everybody else fear for their lives, he can fear for his life too. Hey, your rules. You just don't like when the rules don't fit the narrative anymore. So, ladies and gentlemen, as far as I'm concerned, Mohamed-Noor should never have been jailed. If you're going to give everybody else a pass that fear for their life, he should have got one too. Plain and simple. You always want to play these little semantic games, playing with words, playing with, oh, well, you got to be a certain kind of person to get out of things. Really? Mm-hmm. This is why your country is falling apart and you can't get it back on track. And it's going to continue to be that way. So, ladies and gentlemen, this came out on September 15th, 2021, and this is the Washington Post. Mm-mm-mm. Court overturns third-degree murder conviction against ex cop. We know this happened in Minnesota. So, the Supreme Court in Minnesota overturned the third-degree murder conviction of former police officer Mohamed-Noor, who fatally shot an unarmed Australian woman. Y'all remember this, you know. And if you notice, look how fast everything went. It was like he went to court and he went to jail in a snap. They didn't waste no time. This is probably one of the swiftest police shooting court cases I've ever seen. They sure don't move this fast on any other ones, but this one they moved awfully fast and made sure the family got paid right away. So Noor was convicted of third-degree murder and second-degree manslaughter for the fatal shooting of Justine Russick Diamond. I don't know why they're saying Diamond, because this woman was not married. Period. She wasn't married. Who called 911 to report a possible sexual assault behind her house. The case gained attention in both the United States and abroad. It was notable because the police were rarely charged or convicted in a fatal shooting. That's because this was a black officer and a white woman. That's why it went so swift and they threw him right in jail, when you got many of them on the streets to this day that should be sitting their ass in jail. And Danny Pantaleo is one of them. There ain't no damn way his ass should be free. Whether he's fired or a regular civilian now, he should not be free. All right. By some accounts, the first conviction in decades of a Minnesota police officer for an on duty killing, the shooting prompted sweeping charges in the city and the police department, with the state police chief forced out, and ignited a wider conversation about flaws in the criminal justice system. Your criminal justice system is so bad it needs to be completely dismantled. In 2019, Noor was convicted, and remember, he got sentenced to 12 years, 12 and a half years behind bars for third degree murder. The crime involved acting with a depraved mind without regard of human life. Like, don't all your cops do that? Shoot, you would have to get every cop off the street if that's what you're going to go by. Jurors acquitted Noor of the more serious second degree charge. He was not sentenced for manslaughter. Supreme Court justices said in their opinion Wednesday that the circumstances of the killing and Noor's action do not fit the definition of third degree murder, because he was targeting a single person when he shot his weapon. They ordered the case to be sent to the district court where Noor will be sentenced to second-degree manslaughter conviction according to court documents. So they're saying the charge didn't even fit the crime. Noor already served more than 28 months of his sentence. If he is sentenced to the state's recommendation 4 years for manslaughter, he could be eligible for supervised release as early as 3.5 months, legal experts say. Several calls and messages to the Hennepin County Attorney General, which prosecuted the case, were not immediately answered. Hennepin County Attorney Mike Freeman told the Star Tribune that the prosecutors were disappointed by the Supreme Court decision and that they seek the maximum prison term of 10 years when Noor is resentenced. 4 years ago, Damon called the police in the middle of the night to investigate a strange noise she heard behind her home, telling the 911 operator that she thought a woman was possibly being sexually assaulted. Noor and his partner, Matthew Harity, were sent to the Southwest Minneapolis neighborhood. Dressed in her pajamas, Diamond went outside in the dark alley and startled the police officers, according to the testimony. Why didn't she just wait for them to come up to her door? You called the police, right? They came to your location. All she had to do was wait for them to get out the car and approach her door. I don't know why she had to come all outside in the middle of the night. Moving on. These people seem to think any action they do is supposed to be acceptable and we're supposed to overlook it. No, it was a dumb thing for her to come out like that. It was dark, and from what I understand, it was very dark out there. Wait for them to come up to your door. So Noor shot a single fatal shot to her chest. Prosecutors argued that Noor overreacted and that he had failed to properly assess the situation before shooting his weapon. Isn't that what all your cops do out here? Okay, don't let me have to get the cases on all the shooting of unarmed black men. You use unreasonable judgment in damn near all of those cases. But it's supposed to make a difference now, right? When the victim is not a black male, then it's supposed to make some difference. Okay. So prosecutors argued that Noor overreacted and he failed to properly assess the situation before shooting his weapon, which is what they all do, killing Damon. Noor and Harity had not activated their body cameras, which prompted criticism over the department's body camera policies, which have since changed. But how many times have we seen this when someone is shot unarmed and in the black community and the body camera is not on, or they switch it off and then after the shooting they turn it back on? We've seen that multiple times. Okay, on Wednesday, Thomas Pluckett, one of Noor's lawyers, welcomed the court's decision. Fairness has been delivered to a person devoted to his community, Pluckett said in a statement to the Washington Post, adding that he had spoken with Noor and he is looking forward to hugging his son as soon as possible. Legal experts say the ruling could affect the case of three other former Minneapolis officers, J. Alexander King, Thomas Lane, and Tutau, who await trial. Their trial ain't even coming up until 2022, March of 2022. All right. And that's over George Floyd. Well, that case is totally different from this particular case, way different. Prosecutors had sought to add charges to aiding and abetting to third-degree murder. The University of St. Thomas law professor Mark Osler said in an interview Wednesday that after the court decision, it's highly unlikely. The former officer, they're talking about Chauvin. I don't. All right. So, as it seems with this case, according to the courts overturning the third degree manslaughter, third degree murder, it seems like Mohamed-Noor will be free in a few months. But y'all tell me whether you agree or not that he should be out. I don't, just based on how policing is and how they have the system designed to get them out of everything, he shouldn't be in there. And he should not have, if he feared for his life, like all the other officers used that lame reason for getting out of everything, he should have gotten out of it too. But we know how it is. This is a white woman, so they want justice. But when we want justice, they just laugh and dismiss it and act like you're not entitled to that. But when it's a white face, then all of a sudden justice is pertinent. Get out of here. He doesn't belong in jail. According to your rules and the way you run things when it comes down to policing, he should be free. I'm going according to your way of thinking. He should be free. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.